How's it going? This is Odd.
Hey, it's Red here.
And Mal.
And you're about to listen to our podcast. I'm just going to give you a heads up. Probably not the greatest for having your kids around.
Nope.
We are a 18-plus podcast, and we would appreciate if you would take that into consideration, as we honestly have horrible mouths. And obviously,
influences will ruin your life.
Yeah.
Right. Obviously, by what our name is, we are the Ganja people.
And I was smoking during this intro.
Hey, I'm Odd.
I'm Red.
And I'm Mal.
And we are the Ganja people. What's going on, guys? Sorry we're having some technical difficulties.
Hello again.
For the fourth.
Something like that.
So, how are you guys? It's just me and Mal tonight.
No Red.
Kept it home today, I guess. I don't know. It happens.
What else?
So, I will say that our shittiness of the night is the wind. Sucky.
Dude, it is sucky. It's making this plastic loud as fuck. Like, it's nice that it's not quite so bad and windy in here, and our seats don't get wet and as bad, but, like, it's loud.
Yeah, it can be quite loud. So
I miss summer.
Huh?
I miss summer.
It'll come back.
Yeah, but not for fucking ever. We barely just started winter. I hate winter. Exactly. I fucking hate it. It's poo-poo.
I keep,
Stop cracking your neck.
I know, I'm having a hell of a time.
I know, but you just fixed it. Leave it.
I know. So, guess what, guys? We're smoking Golden State Banana today.
Which piece you want first?
I see you've picked some real assholes today.
What do you mean?
Daria, Tilly. Come on.
Only 2 of the 4.
You trying to kill me today?
No. We usually smoke at least 2 that aren't super friendly.
I just got rid of my migraine today. It's just, let me kill you.
No.
Now that you've gotten the migraine away, now it's cause you fucking death. I hate Draco.
I love Draco.
Such a pain in the dick.
We never smoke out of Draco, so I picked Draco.
That's why.
That's because it's not broken. We've smoked out it twice.
How shit.
Don't spit it at me, you shithead.
You get it.
No.
You deserve it.
No.
You chose this dickhead that just shoots you all the time.
He's a dragon. He's supposed to shoot balls of fire. It's just, most don't shoot him out their butt.
Piece of shit. I despise him.
I love him. Well, guess what?
Retarded ass spot, and you have to hold him.
Guess what? You left me in charge of picking pipes tonight, so you get what you get.
Usually.
You okay?
So, is it in state, or did we have any of our diesel dipped cookies left?
Actually, this is the last of the diesel dip cookies that's in this one.
This one?
Yeah, everything else is the other stuff.
Nice. Okay. Be hard to tell how good the Golden State Banana is.
Sorry.
Because this...
Do you want to stop smoking that one and smoke this one? Well, we already did Dabby Dabbies before that. Yeah, so, what is that noise? Is that a child?
I don't know. Oh, boy. Okay, we're back.
Sorry, guys. Sorry. Parenting.
Kids. Yes. So... we ended up getting the Golden State Banana from a friend. They went on a long trip, and they bought it on the trip. So,
yep.
We're really excited, because it came straight from Cali.
Yes.
So, we're excited for the California weed. It definitely stinks.
Oh, it does. It definitely smells. And the nugs were fucking massive.
Yeah. We got a quarter, and it's 2 nugs and a little bit of...
tiny couple little nugs, and then 2 fucking big ones.
I was gonna say maybe a tiny bit shaky.
Yeah, a little bit in the bottom, but not much. There's a couple little chunks. Tiny bit of shake, and then 2 big ass nugs. What?
I'm getting a drink.
Sorry. It's because I was taking a hit. Of course I get quiet. I can't talk and hit at the same time.
Sure can.
Sure fucking can't.
Sure.
I can't even walk and chew gum at the same time, and you want me to take a hit and talk at the same time? Really? I can't talk and text at the same time because I will text what I'm talking.
Yeah, we know.
Like, your wife is useless, okay?
So let's do the strain of the night because it's on my mind.
Okay.
We'll just get it done. So tonight's strain of the night is... Ooh, I was going to say I have something on the back of my phone, but it's that thing you get. That, like,
Yeah, the sticker
supposedly
thing.
gets us a better
Yeah, I
call bullshit.
Me too.
Don't buy them. Just don't buy them. They might only be $2 for 2
It's
of them.
not worth... No, it was like $5 for like 20 of them.
Well, it was always supposed to be a couple.
I thought it was only like 2. And it showed up with like 8 of them, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Right. So, we're going to talk about Gold Rush Outdoor.
Solid.
It's a very random name. It's got long green leaves, or long purple leaves, and it's green. Like, weird color green.
Like a turquoisey kind of tealy green?
No, like
like a Granny Smith green.
Like a green and yellow and some pinks in there.
With some seriously purpley leaves. Like, they're not just a little purple, like, they're fucking purple.
Big ass leaves, yeah. It's a sativa dominant, 85%.
Meh.
Its parents are Purple Power, Afghani, and Palm Gold Outdoor. Well, it was random, or great where you got name for this one, I guess.
Right.
Has THC in it. Its CBD is unknown. Its smell and flavor is earthy, pungent, sweet. And the effect is uplifting, cerebral, and energetic.
Gotcha. So you get a speedy head high.
Yeah. It says this is an ideal sativa to grow outdoors in the northern hemisphere. Alrighty then.
We don't like sativas, though.
The Gold Rush Outdoor was carefully engineered to bring forth a strain that would be capable of growing outdoors in areas of northern hemisphere in order to bless outdoor growers with heavy yields of delicious flowers. Gold Rush Outdoors is a hybrid strain that is featured 15% indica genetics and 85% sativa genetics. The sativa dominant of the strain enables it to grow tall and strong. Gold Rush Outdoors isn't just the result of some trial and error breeding. Instead, this strain has been engineered with precise intent. The parent strains of this plant are Palm Gold, Purple Power, and Afghan. Palm Gold was selected due to the powerful high and vast productivity of the strain. Purple Power was chosen due to the reputation of reaching harvest time within an impressive and quick time frame. Finally, Afghan was thrown into the mix to enhance the high gain from the flower of the strain to ramp up the trichome formation and resin production. Gold Rush Outdoors offers a balanced high that tips the scale slightly towards the sativa end of the spectrum. As well as being a strain perfect for cultivating outdoors, the flowers are perfect to smoke out in nature in a forest, beach, or mountain environment. It continues to talk for 3 more fucking paragraphs, and to be honest, I don't read that much. We will talk about the growing. It is like a medium to grow, not super hard. It's a photoperiod type, flowering in just 7 to 8 weeks.
Wow, that's quick.
Harvest time is in September, so you want to start it usually in probably the beginning of July.
Got ya.
Beginning to mid-July, so you can harvest in September to mid-September. Yield is medium, no matter which way you look at it, and same thing with height. Your outdoor height is 3 meters.
That's like 9 feet.
That's a big one. It says medium, and I'm like, that's big.
That's pretty big. That's not medium.
Right? I know.
Lies.
And the breeder bank that you can buy it from is Spliff Seeds.
Well, Spliff Seeds, I have a question for you. How is this a medium height? If you can lie about that, what else are you lying about?
At 9 feet. It's crazy.
Right? Like,
what is tall then if 9 feet's medium?
I don't fucking know, but I'd like to. Because now I'm curious.
12-foot weed bush.
Right.
You're like, what?
How the fuck are you supposed to get up there and get those?
You have a ladder just so you can go up and clip off.
Dude, I can't wait till we have a step stool. I'm so over climbing on rickety chairs and feeling like I'm going to fall off. Especially them black ones. Them black ones sketch me out.
I think they're pretty tough. I mean, my fat ass sits in them to do work all the time, so I mean...
Every time I climb on it, it shakes. It wiggles and jiggles, and I'm like, ah!
It's getting old, okay? You would shake too if you were that old.
Listen. Doesn't make me feel safe standing on it. The metal ones aren't that as bad because, like, they're metal. Like, I'm not worried about those. But they're not necessarily the most stable thing sometimes. I've definitely tipped it over a time or two.
They're not very tall.
They're not nearly tall enough to reach, like, marbles.
That's the problem with having the reptiles everywhere. We have to have a way to reach them.
Yes, yes.
And I mean, marbles is like 7 feet up in the air.
Yeah. I'm like 2 inches too fucking short to reach into Clarice's cage. Pisses me off. I'm like, really? I have to get on a chair to get into her cage.
Speaking of Clarice.
Guys, I got a present this weekend.
That's what she calls it, at least.
That's what you told me to call it, a present. You said it's an early Christmas present, so that's what we're rolling with.
Sure.
Yep. That was our excuse for buying her anyway.
By the way, you made out really good for Christmas. Because first off, the snake is, like, dope.
Yeah, she is.
Let alone all the shit I bought you.
I don't even, other than the gaming chair. I know you got me the gaming chair.
I bought you a gaming chair for your tattoo and for your back.
Yeah, which he gave it to me early so I could use it because my back's fucked, but it's been so much better. Anyways, so we went to the expo and accidentally we both fell in love with a gorgeous Sunglow jungle. She's a lipstick Sunglow jungle. Isn't that what she is?
Lipstick albino Sunglow jungle.
I'm trying to think. Because her Sunglow makes her albino. So I was trying to think of the proper way you're supposed to say that. Like...
Because she's a lipstick albino. You make sure that's put in there.
I got
that's
you.
A specific albino.
I got you.
So you're saying either you say a lipstick albino Sunglow or a Sunglow lipstick albino jungle.
I got you. Regardless, guys, that's what she is. So she is like this beautiful salmon-y pink like color, but it's so light that it's almost white, but not quite. It's just barely a hint of it.
And like the actual white she has in her is like pearlescent.
Oh my god, it's beautiful. And then she's got this like reddish brown, almost like, you know, the clay in Georgia, like the red clay. That's what color it reminds me of. Is her markings. They're beautiful. Like and like towards her head, she's pink. Yeah. Her head's got pink in it.
Farther back she goes, the darker it gets.
Yeah.
She has butterflies all the way down.
Oh my god. They're beautiful. I love her so much.
And she has pink cat eyes.
She ended up being like twice what we thought she was. Or what we were hoping to buy her
not
for.
Quite. I guess like more like 1/2 over what we thought.
I got ya.
Not quite twice.
No, we ended up paying almost twice what we were going to offer him.
Right. Well, I saw a price tag that said $550. I was like,
I know, and that's what I thought was for them too. I didn't know it was for the snake next to them. I thought it was for them because it was laying on top of their cage instead of hers.
Right.
So I thought it was theirs. He bought her for me anyways, though. She's perfect and sweet, and she's way different than a python. Way different. I know, but we were both curious, like, what the differences were going to be.
So I was telling you.
Oh, I gotcha. I thought I did, but maybe I didn't.
At the same time as them.
I know.
So.
I thought I said she was a boa, but maybe not.
I want to make sure everyone knows she's a common.
Yeah, she is. She's a boa constrictor imperator. Just makes her a common boa, but she's a gorgeous common boa.
Oh, she's crazy. Like, I can't wait until she's like feet. Like 4, 5, 6 feet long, and we are educating with this boa.
Oh God, she's gonna be amazing.
And like kids are like, oh my God.
If she's anything like that one we were messing with at the expo too, that bigger one. We also held one that's like 2 years old.
She's probably 5 feet.
Dude, that funny snake. Oh my God, she went.
She just wanted to move everywhere. She wanted to check out everything.
She licked me in the ear to start, and then went up over the top of my head. Like, up by my ear and over the top and back down my shoulder, back over to you. And then, like, somehow I ended up with her a second time. Like, she was all over the damn place.
Oh, yeah.
There was, when I was waiting for you to come back, when I was holding Clarice, there was a couple really considering buying her. They were holding her and checking her out and stuff. I told them, like, she's awesome. We were holding her here just before this one. Like, this is the one we're getting. But she was stellar. Like, she would be an awesome pet. They were pretty cool, but no, we named her Clarice after the little reindeer in Rudolph, the little girl reindeer. Except my husband will not accept this, and
Clarice stands for bright.
Yes, and it stands for bright.
To do with sun.
Yes.
Sun glow.
Yes, so it also stands for bright. However, my husband is determined that we're going to get a male and we're naming it Hannibal.
Come on.
It's a dope-ass name, and, like, I'm not mad, because, like, Clarice and Hannibal is awesome, except that's not why I named her Clarice.
It's okay. You can name her for whatever goddamn reason you want. Just know, her male's gonna be Hannibal.
I really want that baby that we saw so bad. He's so perfect. He's so gorgeous.
The other thing that really does make me nervous is that he's a jungle.
Yeah, we need to do some digging into that tonight after we are done with the podcast and kind of see if we can figure anything like that out. Because I really want him really bad. Like, he would be a perfect male for us. Except he's not aneurystic, which makes me sad.
Our female's not aneurystic that we know of.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, she might be a het for it, of all we know.
I still want him to be a het aneurystic. He's empty.
Drago says it's your turn to eat some.
Yeah, well, Richard Dick made me eat some earlier. That sounded terrible.
It's Richard Shrimp.
Yeah, that one, Richard Shrimp.
Not Richard Dick.
Yeah, Richard Shrimp. That would make me why it sounded so bad. I'm like, wait, that sounded really, really fucking bad. Hold on.
I said it sounded stupid.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what I said, but it was stupid.
That's exactly what happened. I went, wait.
Right. And then we also, this week, got Miss Layla.
We did, and she's so beautiful. Like, just elegantly.
So smooth and, yeah.
Her pattern is so clean and so perfect. Like, if you look, there's a perfect strip of black that outlines part of her pattern, okay? And then there's a perfect strip of white, and then the rest of it's filled in with that tannish color around every single marking. And it's almost the equal amount around all of it. And it's just, like, clean cut and beautiful, and it makes my artistic OCD mind so happy.
I think that's part of why I picked her, too, is that white. Just that little subtle bit of white. It's literally like when you're tattooing somebody and you put a white highlight in.
It makes all the difference.
It's like that one, like, subtle. You can definitely notice it all of a sudden. As soon as you look at it, you notice it. But at the same time, it's just like it blends in with everything else.
It's perfect. It adds that just little
elegance.
Yeah. She's beautiful. What's really funny though is that she's about the same age as Poe, and she's about almost as long as Poe, but she is nowhere near as chunky as Poe, and her head is nowhere near as big as Poe. She is not big enough to eat even the same size meal as Poe.
Yeah, she's 140 grams less than Poe is.
Yeah, that's what it was.
370 some grams.
Yeah. And what was Poe at?
Poe was 370 some.
Yeah, okay.
And Layla was like 240.
Yeah, something like that. I think it's because she's been fed on mice, though, whereas Poe's been on rats for a hot minute. Like, since we got her, she's been on rats.
Yeah.
Which, that makes a big difference, getting them on rats. So...
We've had her since May.
Yeah. So we gotta get, once we get Layla on rats, we gotta get Clarice on rats, too, both of them, because they're both on mice.
Right.
And then they'll really put on some size.
Well, we really wanted to make sure that we got them fed.
Yeah. That's why we keep a bag of mice in the freezer. For when, oh fuck, we have something that takes mice. And I gotta transition them. And I need something to scent stuff with. And, you know, that's why we have a bag of mice. But, we'll get it. We'll get them transferred over.
Right. We always do.
Yep. Hopefully.
I mean,
Hopefully the luck continues.
They both took frozen thawed, so that's a good sign.
Yep. Both were already on frozen thawed, which helped. And we have mice, which helped them be comfortable enough to take a meal. If we had tried to offer them a rat first, I don't know if they would have taken it. But we got them to eat, so now we're going to try and get them to take some rats. Next week, I'm going to just take a mouse and I'll scent the rats with it.
Right.
And hopefully get them to take it.
Right. I hope.
I'm really hoping.
I was really happy they ate this week, though.
Me too, because it means that they're comfortable. I only offered Clarice one just because I was like, it's not going to hurt to offer her one. I honestly didn't figure she'd eat. But I figured Layla would eat because she's had enough time to kind of settle into her environment a little bit.
Since Thursday.
So I figured she would eat, but I honestly did not figure Clarice would eat. And she smelled that mouse, came right out and took it. Like, she was like, yes, give it. So there was zero hesitation in that. I was like, aha, a good feeder. Okay, got it. So far, I think Mocha has been our best feeder.
As a whole.
Yeah, because she has not missed a single meal. Ever.
But Poe was always a really good eater. She only has missed like maybe 3.
Yeah, she's only missed a few. Let's see. Wednesday's only missed a couple.
Now that Kylie's used to eating.
Good lord.
She's very aggressive.
Dude, this bitch, okay, she thinks she needs 2 small rats, by the way. She sits and waits for like 3 days for a second one. I'm like, bitch, it's not coming. You're not getting more. She just sits there and watches the top of the tank ready for like 2 days, 3 days. I'm like, stop it. Or as soon as she hears that lid open, she's like, food. I'm like, no, stop it. We don't want to play this game.
What was that?
I don't know what that was. Was that somebody's tire blowing as they were driving by?
Maybe. Or maybe like a deer ran into their car. It sounded like breaking plastic. Kind of.
Yeah, it did.
So maybe a deer ran into their car. They stopped. It sounded like they slowed down. It's weird.
I'm listening to see if I hear, like, anything. But the fucking plastic is making it complicated.
From the wind.
I'm excited we got to hold our babies today, though. Today's the first time we've gotten to play with them.
I know. Might as well grab Tilly.
Yes. I was unsure which harsh one you were going to pick.
I ain't smoking in the same fucking half.
I know.
You're fucking
I knew you were going to either want Daria or Tilly, and I wasn't sure which one you were going to pick for this half.
Daria quite a few times lately.
We have.
I smoked Tilly in a couple weeks now.
Yeah, I love Tilly, but Tilly's a bitch.
Last couple times haven't been as bad. Now that she's getting broken a little bit, for sure. So you have some questions for me?
Yep. Let's see. Ba-da-da-da. Do you have any ridiculous goals in life?
Ridiculous goals. Like things like some different shit that I want to do that's ridiculous for sure. I would like to buy my mom her first car that she ever owned. Like for her 60th birthday.
Yeah, I know.
Is my goal. So that's going to be a challenge. I could buy them for like $15,000 to like $35,000 fairly simply, but like it'd be a challenge to actually make that much money and get it around in the next 4 years. Or 3.
I got you.
3 years.
We have 3 years to figure that out? That's it? Is that what you just said to me?
Yeah.
Your mom is only 3 years away from being 60?
Yeah.
I thought your mom was in her early 50s, like 52.
No, she's 25 years older than I am.
Fark. How old's my mom?
Like 52.
Oh, fuck, she's gonna be 52. I forgot your mom's older than my mom. Your mom doesn't act 57, okay?
6.
That.
56.
56.
So she's gonna be 57 January.
She doesn't act 56. I forget she's that age. I forget. I can't help it.
Anyways, I really want to do that for my mom. Just because my mom's been, like the best. She really has. I think that it would be, like, the coolest thing I could ever do.
Right.
I don't know. Like, you can't get anything from my mom, ever.
No.
If she wants it, she
just fucking goes and gets it. She's so hard to fucking shop for.
So, like, I'm gonna trump everybody. And, you know what I mean?
You're like, I'm gonna just buy her a car.
She used to love it.
I know.
She talks about it all the time. A 76.
You gotta tie a giant ribbon on the hood and just park it in her driveway for her.
I don't know what we're gonna do.
We have to tie a giant ribbon to the hood. Like, that's not optional.
That's something that you want to do. That's fun. Every time I do it, I'm like, fuck, stop. So, I want to own a Lotus Elise someday. That's my goals. That's always been my dream car since I played Need for Speed. Like the original Need for Speeds. And I've always thought it was super dope looking. And someday I plan on having that. And then, of course, like, I plan on having a very impressive facility that I someday would like to call a zoo.
It's going to be amazing. Our house is very quickly becoming a micro zoo.
Yeah. We have 5 species between 16 actual reptiles.
I know. It's beautiful, though. We have so many cool things we can take and show people.
And then, let's hear yours.
My ridiculous goals. Well, talking about cars, I need an El Camino. Okay, that's a thing. It's gonna happen. And it's gonna be beautiful and glorious. But, I don't know. What do you classify as ridiculous?
I don't know.
Because, like, I have goals like to own an alligator, a crocodile. I will have a fucking perennie. It has to happen before I die. Like, I need a perennie. They're amazing. But I have to have it. Like, I have some ridiculous stuff I want to own someday. You know what I mean? And I don't know if that is that ridiculous? I need my black dragon. Those things are fucking amazing.
Got a ways from any of that, but
I know, but they're still goals, even if they're long term.
right. Exactly. Like my Lotus. Like, someday I'll have a Lotus, but it'll be after we have a building and stuff for sure.
I won't have an El Camino any fucking time soon. You know? The only car that I want that we might have anytime soon is the Forester.
Right.
And that's whenever the Yukon finally shits to bed permanently, which, holy fuck this bitch.
I'm just hoping to get it back sometime, like, this year.
That'd be great.
Before next year, at least.
I'd like it back before Christmas, because trying to pack Christmas presents going places into your fucking car is going to be hell.
We'll make sure the trunk's open.
Oh, good! I'm so glad that a third of the night's stuff will fit in there.
Did we have kids in this back seat? I mean, somewhere under all that. I feel it coming.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's hear your other question.
Using one word, how would you describe your family?
Mouthy.
You're not wrong.
Being that I yelled at my daughter this afternoon, and she just stared at me with her fucking hands on her hips.
Yeah, like she was giving him the look.
Yeah, she was pissed. I was like, alright, you can go to your room. Bye.
She stomped her ass to her room with her hands on her hips the entire fucking way.
Yeah, like she was straight Karen, and
yeah, she was sassing hard tonight.
I was like, what the fuck?
I was in the kitchen trying so hard not to laugh. I was dying.
I was like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah, that's the kind of sass she gives me all the time.
This asshole. What'd she say to you now, today?
Oh, yeah. She was pulling on my hoodie strings, and I told her to knock it off because she was going to rip them out. And she looks at me and she goes, "You suck, Mom." I'm like, excuse you? That one threw me for a loop because I wasn't ready.
She's funny.
I'm like, what the fuck, you little shithead? I do not approve.
Alright, so what do you, what's your word?
Dysfunctional.
Dysfunctional. Now I feel like that's like your whole thing.
Yeah, that's not even just my mom's side. That's my dad's side too. The whole entire fucking thing's dysfunctional. They're all broken. It's broken. It really is.
Mal had a really, like, shitty parent set to go out from.
Long time ago. But doesn't make my family any less dysfunctional. For fucking sure.
Right.
It's ridiculous.
You're not wrong. Well, if we're going by my mom's side, they're dead. There's like 6 people on my mom's side of the family left.
No, we go to your mom's side's family reunion. I know they're all cousins and second cousins.
Those
they're
are like really far out. Those are like
I know, but you know what? They're all funny, and I enjoy going to your family reunion.
Right.
First of all, the food's delicious, and I don't have to cook. Second, I get to spray people with silly string. It's fabulous. Third, I get to smash water balloons on our children's faces. Again, fabulous.
I know, it's probably like one of my favorite things that it's always been like that since I was a kid. Every year it was like that. And like, I don't know, it's just like fun. Having a big water balloon fight as there's like 100 people at the fucking reunion. And they're all fighting over fucking balloons and shit. Oh man, it's just funny. It's a really fun 5 to 10 minutes. It sounds crazy that you look forward to something that's 5 to 10 minutes long a year.
I know.
But like,
hey,
it happens.
It does. It's fun. The kids have a ball with it. They enjoy going. They love the sawdust pile. They have since they were in diapers. Remember the year the baby filled, like her diaper was just a giant chunk of sawdust because so much of it just stuck to the outside of it. We had to change her diaper when she was done because it was just so sawdusty. But you remember that thing? It was terrible.
This one could fuck off anytime. It really could.
I know. I love your family. Okay, so if you could describe my family in one word, what would it be?
Fucked. Like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, half your family hates the other half of your family on both sides of your family, more or less. It's just like nobody gets along. Nobody's really civil anywhere.
No.
And when they are being civil, then they're ganging up on somebody else to not be civil towards them. Like,
Or you can literally see the people just talking shit about the other people the entire time.
usually we're part of that being talked shit about.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we just don't give a shit. That's the sad thing. Like,
I am what I am. I don't care.
right? Take me or leave me.
Your approval is not needed.
No, it wouldn't make me any happier to have somebody's approval than not. I don't give a fuck. It's kind of like that, like, when you learn the saying, like, you're not gonna please everyone. You should just fucking live by that. Like, please the ones that are easy to please for you. You know, and...
Please the ones that matter.
You know, get along with everyone that you can. But the ones that you can't, well, just fuck them. Like,
but first and foremost, you first.
Right.
Like...
I think that most recently, Val's finding that, like, first and foremost, it goes you and your family. And then it goes outwards from there.
Yeah.
So, like, us and our kids, and then it goes outwards from there, you know. And I think that recently she's finding that more than she ever used to.
Guys are literally the only stable things I got.
Right.
Like... For real. Every other relationship I have with my family is either varies from mildly shaky or iffy to, like, fuck off.
Yeah. Very strange.
I don't think I have a solid, good relationship with a single person in my family, other than Zach. Other than Montana. And I do with the kids. I love the kids so much.
Yeah. I mean, you get along good with Tootie as a whole.
I do now. She's gotten so much better than she used to be. We used to butt heads really bad because I could not handle her outlooks and stuff. And there's a lot of times we still don't agree, but she's gotten better about learning to just agree to disagree type of thing over fighting at me on everything.
Right.
Type, you know?
Right.
Like, she definitely didn't agree with us living together before we got married. She did not agree with us having children before we got married. But she kind of is learning that none of your fucking business.
I mean, we just everything that we've done, we do it backwards.
We do it backwards.
Like, we're crazy, like, I don't know. We were half-assed already in love with each other when we got together.
There was no half-assed about that nonsense.
Like, before we even started dating, we already were in love with each other.
Yeah. As soon as we got together, we literally were just like, well, that's it. We're together forever now. We're never splitting up. A couple months later, we're like, let's buy a house. Actually, Odd went, I want to go on a backpacking trip across the country for like 3 months. And I was like, what the fuck? No. And somehow that conversation, not fight, we didn't fight about it. We talked. We had a conversation about it. Turned into let's buy a house together. And we literally went and put in a bid on a house the next day. Because we're extra. It wasn't this house.
No.
We got outbid, thank fucking God.
Right. It's too close to where the rest of your family lives.
Oh my God, they'd never leave me alone ever.
Right.
I wouldn't mind if my Poppy and Tootsie spent a lot of time at my house, though. Like, that wouldn't bother me.
Right. That wouldn't happen anyways, though.
Or Tootsie would show up at like 6 in the morning because she walked her happy ass up there. And wants to sit and visit at 6 in the morning when I'm just like, huh? Like, barely with it.
Not alive yet.
No, I am not a pleasant person at 6 in the morning.
You have to be very specific in how you wake her up.
Yeah.
Then she's gonna come out swinging.
I have literally thrown lamps, alarm clocks, all kinds of shit at people. For waking me up like fucking assholes. Like, don't walk in the fucking room and flip the light on while I'm sleeping. I will deck you, I swear to fuck. I will climb out my bed naked as hell and beat the shit out of you.
Nowadays.
Yeah.
When we got together, she always was fully clothed. I couldn't understand that. I'm like, how do you sleep?
He had to train me to sleep naked. I slept with socks on, too, because, well, you gotta remember, I also lived with my mom, and it was fucking cold.
I can't see sleeping with socks on. I just don't get it.
They were warm, fuzzy socks, and my Tootsies were chilly.
I don't understand it.
I needed warm foot prisons, okay?
Absolutely gross.
Do you know that they make these shoes that are like built like toe socks, like they have the toes in them, but they have soles, but they're called barefoot shoes. I want to try a pair. Those seem fabulous.
How's them? Uses them all the time.
Does he love them?
Yeah.
I want a pair. How much are they?
I don't know.
I need to look into those. They're amazing.
To be honest, I heard that they're really comfortable.
I would like a pair.
I'm not sure how they work. To really I don't know.
Ooh, maybe that's what I need for walking shoes.
Yeah, okay.
I'll put a pair of sneakers in my backpack. I'll put a pair of actual sneakers in my backpack just in case it ends up being a bad idea. I think it's a great idea.
Why don't you just go for a walk in them every day and see how they work?
I mean, maybe, if I have time. If I have time.
I know.
It's hard.
It's so hard to make time.
Sometimes. It really is. Listen, I am not getting up at like 5:30 in the morning to go for a fucking walk. Fuck that. Okay.
You said you had to.
First of all, it takes me forever to wake up even to the point of motivation that I would like to go for a walk. I think Tilly's pretty close to tapped.
You could go in the afternoon.
It's also cold outside right now, but in the summer, possibly.
I'm not saying. I'm just saying.
Regardless, I need a pair.
In the afternoon.
Even though they don't end up being good, like, shoes to walk on, or, like, places, like, all over the place, like, 10 miles all over the place, like New York City.
Cool.
They'd still be fucking awesome for everyday life.
I drag Mal around. And we go places. Yeah.
I try my best to keep up. I walked through blisters, so, like, I did good.
See, in that situation, I was like, oh, why did I marry this fucking psycho?
No.
I was like, I want to see everything, and I'm about it all.
I want to see everything, too. The problem is my feet were like, no, you don't.
But see, like, your husband just doesn't give a fuck. He just goes. Like, so it's like... Like, you're like, oh, my feet are killing me. I'm like, oh, yeah, my feet hurt, too. I'm like, it's okay. I have other things I want, though. So, like, no rest when I'm done.
I try really hard to power through shit the best I can and keep fucking going and keep up with you. I really, really do. And I hope you know I put forth my best effort when I'm in those situations.
Like, wait until you go with me to incarceration if we go to that. I'm not going if I don't care to see the bands that are playing. Or to see what's the time.
You're going with your mom to some kind of thing. What was I going to say? She wanted to go to incarceration with you this year if you guys didn't go to Sonic Temple, because there is no Sonic Temple this year. You know what I mean? If your mom goes...
I don't think my mom will go to incarceration.
Yeah. Because if your mom goes, I can't go.
Right.
I have nobody else I would want to leave our kids with for that long. Like, our regular babysitter is a sweetheart, and she's really good with them, but I'm not sure she's down to handle them for, like 4 days. Poor girl would start going gray in her teens.
You can give him my dad and Pat. Give him my dad and Pat. Dad would love it. Pat would be tired of it after.
Oh my god.
Hours.
Yeah. Pat would be over it. She'd be over Ollie's high-strung... Or she'd be over the other boy's high-strung antics, and she'd be over the baby's, like, whininess.
Dramatics.
Oh, and she'd be over the boy being a jerk very quickly.
My dad would be all about it.
Oh, your dad would love it. I would trust your dad to do it too, but your dad and Pat always has so much stuff going on that they usually aren't free to be able to take them for that long.
Right. I know, he keeps saying he wants to have them overnight. Makes me really want to pick like the time to send them to him.
They are more than welcome to have them overnight. The kids would have a ball.
Oh, I bet. They'd put a movie on for them and give them some snacks. And
Some sugary snacks.
I'm sure they would have all kinds of shit for them.
Oh, I'm sure, because your dad loves to spoil them.
Yeah, he does.
It makes me giggle, but in fairness, your dad doesn't see them nearly as often as, like, your mom does. So, like, I can't even be mad.
Right.
He spoils them when he gets to see them, you know?
Right.
It's fine.
So, are you ready?
Yes.
Some reason my phone took a video, or like a picture, a screenshot, of the, like, recording thing.
That's hilarious.
I was like, what the hell? Alright, so, what is going flat?
Going flat.
Yep.
Ooh, is that when you start getting deflated titties?
You're partially right.
Yeah?
Yeah. Partially.
Like grandma titties? Or like, is it when your breastfeeding titties go away and you're starting to get kind of those kind of titties?
No.
No?
Going flat refers to a brave woman who decides to not have reconstructive surgery after a mastectomy. In our boob-obsessed world.
Fair. Respect to those women for sure.
Right? You know, it takes quite a bit of courage to be like, I don't fucking care.
Yeah, it does.
You know what I mean? Like, what's it to them? It ain't their problem.
There's some women that aren't even allowed to. Like, they don't have enough tissue left over for them to be able to get an implant.
Right? That's rough.
Yeah. They end up with big gnarly scars. Oh, yeah. It can be rough.
Right? I mean, if it's life and death, though,
I know.
that's the way I would look at something.
I know. What's really sad is there's a lot of times that when women go through that, there's a lot of marriages that fail because she doesn't have boobs anymore.
I mean, that's not everything, though.
No, it's not. But, like, it makes me sad that that's why their marriage ends, really.
Right.
They just don't find her attractive anymore because she doesn't have boobies anymore. So she doesn't look as feminine. And I'm like, that's not fair.
Right.
That sucks. And it makes me sad for them.
I mean, there's a lot of women that just don't have boobs. They just have, like, you know.
Flat-chested anyway.
Right.
They can wear a training bra forever.
You're like, they can almost cover something and be good.
Yep. That's okay. I've lost enough weight and boobage that I can now wear a cami and a sweatshirt. And I'm good. Are you spitting popcorn kernels at me, you dick? Stop.
It's really funny.
Yeah, butthead. So, Daria or Richard Shrimp?
Daria. Let's save shrimp for last.
Alright. But I finished a cigarette. We'll light her. I was getting a game plan.
I knew it was about time that you were going to be going for it.
Yeah?
I figured. It's been a little while. A good at least 10 minutes.
See, I know. You know me well.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, my brain is just rolling at the moment.
Oh, I know you got the old Clarice, so I'm sure that's all that's on your mind.
It is, and picking like our next, like her mail and whatnot. And I'm not gonna lie, I look at the moon glows a lot because they're fucking pretty. They're a white snake with white patterning. They're crazy. And their eyes match. You know what I mean? Like, they're beautiful.
Right.
I really like them. I would love to get a female one and have two females and have one male that can produce, like, more moon glows with her, more sun glows with Clarice, and be fucking solid. Plus have something on top of it that adds something to both of them to make their patterns even crazier. Like, we like the Motley one, or, you know what I mean? I know.
You're crazy.
I know.
We went from we're getting a species where we weren't planning on getting for a while. So now she's like, maybe we should get like 3 to 6.
No, not 6. Just 3. But if we got a male like that, it's like double whammy, can breed it to both females and produce more of those. It could even be an anutheristic, as long as it's a het for albino. That's the only one that has to be a het, because we're not doing albino to albino.
Agreed.
That's my thought process. It's been heavily on my mind for about 3 days.
My only problem with it is we don't have room planned out for 3 more 4x4x2s.
Well, I've been thinking about that, trying to figure out where I can make some more room at. Because I have a lot of stuff. Like, you honestly don't have a lot of stuff. I do. You don't. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So I'm trying to... I don't have a plan yet. Like, don't ask me. I don't have a plan yet. But slowly working on it, trying to figure out where we could make room to add this into our plan.
Yeah, because our china cabinets already made it into our build.
I know.
Our bedroom. Yeah.
I know.
To make more room.
I know.
Along with all your supplies for tattooing and shit.
Well, trying to figure out if there's anything I could do with that round chair and put something in that corner. Because I could fit a few 4x2s over in that corner.
A few?
Maybe 2. Possibly 3. One on top of the other. I don't know how short that corner is. Is it too short over there? Okay. So no, but I could fit 2 over there. And I'm just trying to figure out how to do it.
She's like, let's get rid of our only other piece of furniture we own.
Well, I don't want to get rid of it because it's incredibly comfortable.
After I got a circle chair so I could read.
I know.
And done it 6 times.
I know. And now I just use it to catch laundry. I don't fucking know.
Get out of here.
I don't know. Please don't ask me. I was
like,
talking.
Are we supposed to be smoking this bowl?
I was talking.
She lights up another fucking cigarette and the way she goes with it. I'm like, wait.
But, so I've been trying to figure this out. I haven't quite got that far. I'm not sure. But I'd like to figure out how to make it happen.
Crazy.
You love me to death.
It's like, as soon as she could talk me into this species, she's like, alright, now let's get the rest of them I want.
Well, the moon glow is what I first fell in love with. And then I fell in love with these fucking sun glows. And then we found Clarice, and she's like the perfect sun glow.
She is really awesome.
Literally, in my eyes, she is the perfect sun glow. I love her.
Right? Me too.
Like, her and Tear Bear, they're gonna be my BFFs. Terry's already my BFF. She loves me. But Clarice is gonna be my BFF as well. It's gonna happen.
I know, you'll find more animals like that too, though. That you'll be stuck to.
I'm sure. I'm sure I will. Penelope, I'm working on teaching to be really chill, and she'll sit where I put her. Like, I have a bed for her that trying to teach her she can sit on and be comfortable and she's safe. You know what I mean? To try and get her to be like that. She's super chill, so she's not really hard to work with at all. She does kind of fight you when you go to put her leash on, but it's because she has to learn the feeling of it. It's something they have to adjust to.
Right. It's not something that every day kind of thing.
No. No, I don't do it every day like I should. But trying to have time to do it every single day with her is hard. Because sometimes I am in a hurry to try and get my work done. When I have her out or Terry out while I'm working, it definitely delays the process by a fuck ton.
Right. I mean, you have to think that you have to babysit a fucking animal, too.
Yeah. Because for some reason, bearded dragons have an affinity of yeeting off my fucking desk. So I have to be cautious of that. This one's a little more leery of it, thank goodness. But little Chisette yeeted off Odd here last night. She actually, first time we've ever had one escape out of our hands, she fucking got away for a second.
She's fast.
She is a fast little shit, and she's small, so it makes it really hard. But Mama scooped her up right in the kitchen. We were good. As soon as she came...
I caught her 3 times before she hit the ground. 3! She just kept getting away from me. She's fast.
I know.
I was like, damn.
I was worried about where the cat was. Because that'll absolutely attract her attention. I know she's old and lazy and fat, but if something runs in front of her like that, she immediately is intrigued and wants to chase it. That's how she is. So it makes me worry. But she ran underneath the rack that the rest of the reptiles live in, and then into our kitchen, and where Mama proceeded to scoop her up almost immediately after she got on the slippery linoleum. I think that's the only reason she didn't get away. It's because she was like, fuck, no grip!
Big claws, no grip on the linoleum.
Yeah.
On the carpeting, though. Woo-hoo.
Oh, the carpeting, I'm sure she flies.
She gets full traction. She's fast.
She did really good today with her cage cleaning stuff, honestly. She wasn't super hard for me to catch in her cage. She did a good job. I put her in the tub, and she didn't try and escape while I was trying to get her in there. She did really good. She's doing better for me, but, you know, she's doing good. She's doing okay. She'll get better. As she gets bigger, she'll get better.
Hopefully.
She will. Jackson's getting better.
Slowly.
He's learning. He's not super impressed with me today, but that's because he got a bath and got help shedding some spots that were ready to come out, and he was really unenthused when I double-checked the bottom of his tail to make sure that there was no stuck shed on that spot. He hissed at me. He was very not impressed.
You're like, oh, shut up.
But he got a new hammock today. He's never had a hammock before.
He seems to like it.
Right? Which I'm glad. I bought the girls a second hammock, so now the girls each have a hammock they can lay on, and both of them are under hot spots. Unfortunately, Pepsi has not figured this beautiful thing out yet, because she still keeps laying on top of Penelope. I'm like, stop it.
Now they're comfortable.
Penelope usually gives up and moves over to the other hot spot. But now they can each lay in a hot spot and not have to worry about it. And at nighttime, they both have a spot to lay if they're smart. One can lay on the hammock and one can lay on the log. You know what I mean?
Right. Usually lay on the log together.
However, I put both their beds underneath the hot spots, too, on the floor. And they were using those this evening. All nestled in them. I was like, oh, there we go. That made me smile.
Right.
And little Cheese is enjoying her bed and her hot spot now. I think that they like them.
There you go.
Yeah. Now we just gotta hope that Wednesday and Charlie enjoy their new additions to their homes. Charlie got a new hide. He got a curtain rod to climb on for right now until we can get some more branches. He got another plant. He seems to like his new hide. He used that immediately.
Yeah.
Came out, he explored for a while, went back in there, came back out, looked around some more, then went back in. I'm like, okay, so at least he likes his hide. It's on his warm side. His other one's still on his cool side, but I'm like, okay. Okay, good. So hopefully that makes him happy. Maybe he'll eat now. Because he's being a turd burglar.
Who knows? Did we bump him up a size too or no?
No. He's been on the same size since we got him. Many, many feedings on it. He had a nice hefty shit in his tank, so I know he's pooping.
Jack, I know he's healthy still.
Yep. Only a couple of them didn't have a poop, and the couple of them that didn't, you can see that they're getting ready to poop. And I'm like, I'm just gonna clean your cage, and then you're gonna shit in it. Like Jackson. He was in his cage for 20 minutes and shit in it.
Take that, Mom!
Yeah.
That's what you get.
I cleaned it up real quick before it even was there for 2 minutes. I caught him pooping, so I waited for him to finish pooping, and then I cleaned it up. I did the same thing to the girls. They both shit in their tanks tonight, too, so I caught both of them doing it, so I cleaned it up as soon as they were done.
Right.
Because their tanks are nice and clean and pristine, and I don't need them fucking surfing through it and fucking it up.
Oh, come on, Mom.
Listen, these lizards are so much messier than our snakes. Our snakes leave a turd and a urate. That's it!
Sometimes.
I mean, sometimes they fuck up their plants a little bit and whatnot, but most of the time, there's a turd and a urate. And then they need fresh water. They need their substrate stirred and water added to it. And then you just reorganize it when you put it back together so that it's fun for them to explore.
Right.
Add stuff, subtract stuff. You know what I mean? Exchange shit. Like, it's fun. It's fun for them. It's good enrichment.
And you know, like, Kylie, she goes everywhere because she, like, builds little tracks.
Oh my god, when you take all her stuff out, you can clearly see her tracks where she is all over the place on a regular basis. Before we got her, all she had was a water dish and a hide. Now she's got 2 hides, a climbing branch, a fuck ton of plants, a potted plant, her water dish. She's got lots of stuff to hang out in and explore. And she loves it.
Well, after living for the first 6 years of her life or something with nothing, now all of a sudden she has lots of places to hide and
She's all about it. It makes me smile because you can hear her over there at night. Just a hauling ass through her tank playing.
Right.
Because she is loud as fuck at nighttime.
Yeah.
And she farts.
I ain't heard no fart yet.
I've heard her fart twice and blow bubbles twice.
I haven't heard such.
She's funny. She's getting fucking long. I suck at measuring by myself, though.
By the
So,
way,
yeah.
didn't do Clarice's stuff tonight. Or I
Fork! No, we didn't. I don't want to get Clarice out a third time, because I'm sure she's pretty well over manhandling today. I've had her out twice. Once so I could get... I actually took her out and I gave her a bath today just to make sure she was hydrated. Because she's adjusted, felt good enough to take her out and just give her a little bit of water.
Right.
And then I added a branch to her house and added more water for her and whatnot. But I didn't handle her for super long. Literally just long enough to take her from her tank to the water. And from her water to her tank.
Right. Well, we had her out quite a while this afternoon.
Yeah, we did.
Evening. I keep trying to picture her at like 6 feet.
Oh my god, she's gonna be stunning.
Right. Yeah, she's gonna be really cool.
I can't wait.
It's only gonna be a good 2-3 years.
Oh, I know.
She's gonna be up there.
I know. She's gonna be beautiful. I try and picture all of our snakes big, and I just can't. I can't picture them huge. Like, look at Tear Bear, and I'm like... And I know she's getting big. She's gotten significantly bigger since we got her in May. But... And she's still gorgeous, and I just cannot picture her being, like, 8-9 feet. She'd be a big girl by that point. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it's really hard for my brain to try and imagine it.
Alright, what's your advice tonight, Mal?
No one informed me that was my job. That's never my job.
Yeah, well, let's hear it.
I don't have any. What's your advice, Odd?
I had something, like, thought up, and then, like, I'm really stoned, so, like, I forgot it.
I had a plan, but weed.
Yeah. Like, legit.
Does the back of your tongue itch?
No, it was a popcorn kernel.
Oh.
It was, like, attached to my tongue.
I hate that. My favorite's when it gets stuck in my gums. Yeah. I've gotten so I like the puffy popcorn better. Which makes me sad.
The non-real popcorn.
Yeah, it makes me sad. The only time I really eat real popcorn is when I actually have them in.
When you actually what?
Put my teeth in. And even then, if I don't have them glued in, which I really don't ever glue them. Ever. It's a pain in the dick. Not so much getting them in, it's more getting them out. It's like a half-hour process to get them fuckers out and get the glue out your mouth. And it's annoying as hell. So I just don't. And then sometimes food gets under there. When a popcorn kernel gets under there, it's incredibly unpleasant. It's probably one of the top 5 most annoying things that gets underneath there.
I have one in the very back of my mouth on the top right now. I can't get out.
That sucks.
It's been there since yesterday.
That sucks even worse. Why don't you use that sharp dental tool?
Because we can't find it. Remember, you looked for it, did it?
I did. I did look for it, and I don't know where the fuck it is. Pisses me off.
The advice tonight, don't put things in safe places.
Yeah. Because it's so safe, even I can't find it.
Now, this is more so directed towards the guys that are listening. If your wife or girlfriend says they're going to stick something in a safe place, very carefully watch them like a hawk.
Make sure they tell you.
Yeah, so you know where a safe place is. Because I promise you, in 2 weeks or a month or whenever she wants to use whatever the fuck it is guess what? She's not going to know where it is.
Guys.
Put it in a safe place.
Guys. When we went to get married, I couldn't find either set of my divorce papers. Both of them had been put in a safe place. When I've never found them. The original set of them.
Right.
No idea where they are. I've never found them. I mean, it doesn't matter, but, like, I put them in such a safe place that, like, they're gone forever.
Just say you really aren't going to need it.
No, but that was the point, is I put them in such a safe place that literally they're probably gone forever. Like, I have no idea where they are.
Yeah, never. Yeah, Mel is such a good, safe placer that she still can't find them again.
There was one time when I was moving... When I was moving out of... I'm trying to remember what apartment it was, but I found $100 that I had put in a safe place, and then didn't know where it went.
What a nice surprise.
I was like, hey, there's an extra $100. Good thing, because I'm moving and I can use the cash.
Right.
But those are always nice surprises.
Right.
What are you looking at? Oh yeah, Richard Shrimp. This is our... Have we talked about this little feller yet? No? This is our newbie.
I bought it on Wednesday or Thursday.
Yeah, you did. This thing is awesome. It literally looks like it has a bunch of dicks all over it.
If you look at it from far away, it looks like flamingos that don't have heads or legs.
AKA shrimp. It looks like shrimp.
Whereas she says, cacks.
It kind of looks like dicks. Like, it looks like a dick with a ball sack. And so his name is Richard Shrimp.
It's funny as fuck.
He's a fun little dude.
Right? A little square guy that's like...
I like a flat... He's a rectangular guy. And he's nice and heavy.
Like 8 blown.
Yeah, like he's ridiculous. But I'm not complaining because he'll also fit in my glasses case. With my little jar and my bobby pin.
World's greatest mounts.
Yeah. I have a glasses case that the boy bought me several years ago that says "World's Greatest Mom," and it's a small glasses case, so it doesn't like my glasses don't fit in it. And I'm like, hey, I'll use it for something. And I used to keep candy in it, and then now I needed something one time to put weed in to travel somewhere, so I grabbed that, and then that's what's been in it ever since. I'm like, this is the most ironic thing, and someday my kid is going to ask me whatever. He did ask me what happened to it. Like, the other day, he said something about it.
Mm-hmm.
And he asked if I still use it. I'm like, oh yeah, I use it all the time. It holds stuff for me. He goes, where at? And I'm like, sometimes it's in my purse, sometimes it's in my other purse. I have like a couple purses laying around. I'm like, it depends on what I'm using it for that day. And he goes, I got you, that's cool. I'm glad you still use it. I'm like, yep.
Right.
I didn't lie.
No. It's just how much you actually use it. What you use it for.
Yeah.
That's all.
I didn't lie. Sometimes it is in my purse, or that purse, or that purse. Sometimes it's in my weed purse. You know what I mean?
If I recollect right, my mom has my little glass thing, right?
What?
Cigar case.
No, she gave it back to us.
Did she?
Yes.
So it's in our room?
I'm fairly certain I put it back in our china cabinet somewhere. I think.
It used to live on my shelf. Not
Okay, I didn't know, so
on the bookshelf. It used to live on the bookshelf.
I think I put it in the china cabinet because I wasn't sure, and I would rather put it somewhere safe like that so it doesn't get broke.
Right? If you want some more advice, I will tell you to always be considerate of your outfit. Now, that could mean, like, just leaving them a piece of pie or buying them a piece of pie here or there. Just to make it feel good.
Dude, that pie was delicious.
I'm just saying, like, don't call me out on it now. But, like,
Sorry.
leaving something that they like instead of, like, taking it and using it, or, you know, making sure you send them a message, like, you know, in the morning or something. Just, there's a lot of ways to be courteous, you know, and think about your other. And it's just a really good thing to do when you're, like, just every day. It's good to think about your other.
Yeah, it's nice. It's important. It's those little things.
Right.
It's the little things that count. Fucking telling you, it matters. Those little things, they make a difference.
Right. Agreed.
You look like you're falling asleep over there.
I'm really tired.
I'm really hungry.
It's been a really long 6 days.
I know, baby. I know. He hasn't had a day off in a while.
I don't have another day off for 3 more days.
I know. Ed, you're getting tattooed tomorrow.
Last Wednesday. Or last Thursday.
I didn't even get a hit. I thought I did. Yeah, and you get tattooed tomorrow.
Yeah, I know. Lucky me.
You'll not enjoy it, but hopefully we get him done and finished, and he looks beautiful.
I'm sure he will. I have faith.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw how that Snorlax turned out last week.
Dude, he's so fucking cute. Honestly, I'm pretty proud of him. He's really cute. And he turned out really nice. I really like this new machine a lot.
Right? This new mask.
Yeah. It's a nice
It
machine.
seemed to be really smooth when you were working on Brian. Like the actual, like it was moving really smooth and nice.
There was a couple times where it's like the needle snagged. And I adjusted like the stroke and all kinds of stuff to try and fix it. And I had a hard time with that. There was several times that it did it.
Right.
And I wonder, I'm still trying to figure that part out a little bit, but it's with the liner. It wasn't ever with the shader. It was just the liner. that I was having that problem with.
Right.
But I'm fairly certain your animal is done in the 5-liner, if I'm correct.
Maybe.
Because it's not super thin, but it's not super thick.
Right.
But I think that's what we're going to touch it up with is a 5, which I have to use my regular machine for. But I can use it's just for small touch-ups and stuff. But I can use the other one for the shading.
Like, it's not the worst having, you know what I mean, like having that go through, like you go through and do all the touch-ups with the old machine.
Right.
I just hope that, like, when you use the new machine, it's smoother.
I hope so.
It doesn't just, like, oof.
Because the guy that got the Snorlax has gotten several tattoos from me now. And this was the first one he got with this new machine. And he said that it was less painful with the new machine.
I hope so. I mean, the animal is pretty fucking rough. It's just above the arch of my heel, all the way up to my ankle bone.
Yeah, it's in a real shitty spot to begin with. But I think the vibrations of my machine, even as a rotary, it still fucking goes.
Right?
Whereas the vibrations on this pen they're not nothing.
Not compared to, like, usual.
No, there's been several times that I've checked what voltage I'm running, because I'm like, there can't be any way that I'm running what I think I'm running. I'm like, no, we are. Okay, here we go.
It's just that smooth. I gotcha.
It's way less intense.
Which is super funny, because your regular machine's a rotary machine, too.
I know it is. It's crazy. What?
You have black smeared all over your cheek.
I probably had it on my fingers and then itched my face.
Yeah, like right in there, yeah. It's super funny.
God, can't take me anywhere.
Right? Luckily, we're at home anyway.
Right? I know, but your favorite is in the wintertime when I put on big, heavy, clunky winter boots when I'm all dressed up pretty and just throw my dress shoes in my bag.
Right? Oh.
That's your favorite. Or when I'd wear the camo coat, all dressed up and beautiful. It was your fave.
Couldn't wear something that looked classy, like with her outfit.
I didn't have anything. Not until you gave me permission to wear your jacket. I think the only reason you did is so I quit wearing the camo coat when we went out.
Right?
And now the Carhartt.
Right. Well, it's about that time.
Yeah.
See you later. Alright, so if you enjoyed this episode, please feel free to share, like, and subscribe to our YouTube and whatever you're on, Spotify. Yeah.
Wherever the hell you are.
We don't
Just
know.
because as much as we could get out there, the better it is for us, you know. And I mean, obviously, it shows that you guys like it, and we appreciate seeing that you guys like it. So
yes,
we would
it makes
just
us
love
smile. It really does.
Yeah,
love to see that
love
sub.
Seeing everything, you know, we're gonna get everything here rolling here soon.
So on that set, I also want to say that we have our episode comes out every Friday night. Usually, hopefully, we like to get out about 4:20. Depending on work schedules, it doesn't always work out that way.
But we try.
But so you can hear the Ganja People every Friday night after 4:30-ish, somewhere in the afternoon, evening time.
Yep.
Every single week.
All right.
On that note, we're just going to say we're out. So just remember, don't let your meatloaf.
Keep it creative.
Keep it dank, Ganja Gang.
Toodaloo, motherfuckers.